morning, everybody. How great to see you today. I'm thrilled that you're joining me, and I'm looking forward to a beautiful day already. My name's Rita Hickman. I'm a body-mind expert and a shiatsu massage therapist, but what I really help women with is surviving, overcoming, healing, dealing with, coping with narcissist and toxic relationships, especially if you're ready to heal, out, if you need to stay for a while, if you're having challenges with your parents because they're getting older and passing on and you're dealing with these things. Narcissism and toxic relationships are things which can affect us for decades and decades unless we actually do the healing work around it. So today's topic is about the 5 things you need to do before you leave a narcissist. I've been working with a lot of women lately, and more women have been coming into my practice who are in the process of divorce from a narcissist. They're in the process of leaving. And there's a number of things, that they still need to work on in order to make this as smooth of a process as possible. And so because of this, I wanted to make sure I did a video today on the first thing of 5 things that you need to do before you leave, before you walk out the door. So we'll be talking about this topic all week. So if you want to join me, make sure that you show up or watch the replay. So the number one thing that you need to know before you leave a narcissist is leaving a narcissist is not the last time you're going to be talking to them. In fact, I had a good friend, a good mentor, who would say relationships never end. And especially that's true with a narcissist, because they've made such an impact on our psyche that we carry them with us. And in many times, if we've had relationships with a narcissist, it's called trauma bonding. It means that through trauma, either caused by the narcissist or around the narcissist, has caused us to have this connection on a physical level, on a quantum physics level, on an emotional level, on a mental level, for both people involved. And so even though maybe you've made the decision to leave and you're gathering the towels and you're looking for places to stay and you're talking to lawyers, even though you've done that, you first of all need to realize that this is going to take a long time. Getting out of a relationship that you've been in that's emotionally powerful and overwhelming, like with the narcissist and a toxic person, whether it's at work, whether it's at home, they're going to affect you for a very long time. Whether they're actually in your life, stringing you along until they can find somebody different, keeping you around as a way to distract themselves from their own concerns in life, or just because, they have nothing better to do. Within us, mentally, emotionally, and physically, there will be the connection. And so even though you've taken the amazing step of starting to think about leaving the relationship, I know how terribly hard that is. Even though you've started to do that mentally or physically in some way, you have to realize that you need to be in for the long haul. So what's one of the first things that you need to make sure that you do or have before you start taking these steps? You know what? And the very most important first thing that you need is a support system. Is a system of people that you can depend upon. Whether it's a psychologist, whether it's a wise mentor, whether it's a coach, whether it's a circle of friends, whether it's your family. You need to get that support system in place. Because believe it or not, in this life, especially if you're... Hey everybody, so we got cut off. Sometimes happens, the best laid plans. Anyway, so I wanted to finish today's topic, which is about what you need to do before you leave a narcissist. And this is one of the number one things. And one of the number one things is to get a support system in place. to get a group of people in place so that when you are emotionally vulnerable, when you're physically vulnerable, when you need assistance, so you don't have to see the narcissist alone. So you have someone to talk to, someone to help you navigate through your thoughts and feelings. If you just decide you're going to do this by yourself, because you have to and you have no other choice, you're going to end up going back to the narcissist time and time again, because we need to have a gravitational pull of a support system that's stronger than the emotional trauma bonding that we've had with the narcissist. So the number one thing you need to start doing is start looking for people who can assist you. Start looking for energy healers and coaches and therapists, counselors, people who you've kind of vetted, you kind of feel good about, that you have a connection to. Start gathering them in your life. Start doing that healing work now. Because if you wait until after you leave to do the healing work, you're going to struggle a lot more, because you're not going to feel confident. You're not going to have the self-esteem. You're going to have moments of exhaustion and weakness and times when you're triggered. And if you're trying to do that all by yourself, let me guarantee you, it's very, very, very hard. So, if you're thinking about leaving, we'll be talking about that all week. But number one, what I want you to start doing is finding people who are sincerely quality support for you. Not people who, argue with you or complain along with you, but people who understand where you're at and want to be there to help you through this process, because you're going to want it and you're going to need it, because you don't have to do this alone anymore, and you were never supposed to. Okay? So, if you're looking to move forward, then I want you to start looking for people who can support you through the separation, because it's going to take a while. It's not going to be a snap of your fingers. And so you need to make sure you have enough wisdom and love and caring and resources coming in, so that you have the strength and the capacity and the willpower to really take the step that you need to do. Okay? So that's number one for today. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, where we'll talk about the second thing that you need to make sure that you do before you leave a narcissist. And a lot of that is having to do with your own emotional regulation, getting your own emotions under control so that you can stay in a rational, balanced place and you don't get triggered and angry and overwhelmed by all of the very difficult things that narcissists will do in order to maintain the status quo. Okay? So, I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'm looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. And I hope this was helpful, and we'll have a great week. I'll talk to you later.